Welcome to the One Up Podcast. I am your host, El Caballo, a.k.a. Tony. Here with some of my nearest and dearest in the building. I got my dog Pucho in the building.
What's going on, my brother?
Not much, big dog. Also in the building, I got my dog Mateo in the building.
Dude, it's fucking election day, dude. Everyone needs to get out and vote.
Vote.
Vote. Oh,
It's tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's election day.
Yep. Last but not least.
it's Tuesday.
Oh.
It's Tuesday, which is when this video is coming out.
Okay.
Make sure you get your...
The One Up.
Go out
Maddie
there and
with the
vote,
one.
guys. Make a fucking difference. Vote for cannabis.
Okay.
And
Last-
bike
Is
lanes.
Cannabis on the ballot?
It's not.
It's on the ballot
if-
in a few states.
Not here in Florida, I don't think.
Not in Florida. Not in my county.
Not in Texas.
Last but not least, we got DJ Doe in the building.
David, Doughy. Oh, Doughy gang.
Oh my
Shall we? Hit the Benjamin.
The Benjamin.
I like the ho.
You
It's
like the spirit
He-Man
bomb?
shit.
Well, because you ever watch Thundercats?
Yeah, He-Man.
That's how Lionel used to scream, Thundercats. Oh! That's the same scream. I love it. Doughy kind of looks like a cat, like Lionel. The sharp features. Doughy's got the lashes. Women want David's lashes. His lashes being on fleek.
He's got those.
I had
Let me
a
stop.
girlfriend, an ex, that she threatened to cut my lashes off with scissors while I slept because she said that there's no way that I should have. She says that I'm going to attract another woman with those eyelashes.
Wouldn't you repel her if she cut your eyelashes off? You would look creepy, dude.
Yeah.
I
Then
wouldn't
she'll
mind.
have them all for herself.
Was
I'm
she going to
getting-
put them on her own eyelashes?
I don't know what she planned. I think she wanted to fuck me up so that I couldn't attract any more women after her.
Some Billy Bob shit. She's gonna cut them off and put them on her face.
Same girlfriend threatened to pour hot oil on my ear while I slept.
On your ear, in your
What?
ear.
Yeah, in
her
my
ear
ear,
hole.
into my ear canal, hot oil while I slept. She said, "You better watch out when you go to sleep. I'm gonna pour oil down your ear." And I couldn't sleep for weeks.
Couldn't sleep.
Couldn't sleep.
Well, what type of fucking relationships you just, I don't know. That's so
Pretty sure
crazy.
that's like a medieval torture method or something.
Sounds like a
God-
murder.
Yeah.
Shit don't sound good at all.
Yep.
Fucking A.
I heard a
hot
story
oil.
about a guy that
Same.
had a bug in his ear.
Same girl during COVID messaged me and hoped that I and my entire family died from COVID. just to throw that out there. She's like, I hope you and your entire family get COVID. I'm like, God damn.
That was one of my favorite things that happened during COVID. Is when she messaged. Doughy was genuinely distraught. He was like, "Oh my god!" I was laughing hysterically.
That's crazy. I didn't even know about that. I would have been laughing too. You gotta tell me these jokes, man. Jokes are funny.
Gotta save him for the pod.
Yeah, I guess. Years later.
We should get a shirt. That should be one of our shirts.
Save it for the
Save
pod.
it for the pod. Because we stay wasting conversations and somebody's always saying, save it for the pod.
Some people would say we wasted an entire episode somehow.
Yeah.
Some would say. It's just gone.
All five
we don't
parts.
have a 62. It's like the 13th floor of our
61.
YouTube channel.
61.
Yeah. See, I'd be fucking it up. Same shit. It's like the 13th floor of our YouTube channel. That's the point.
Or it's like the crawl space Stephen Beaumont put us on. So they create a crawl space in between the 13th and the 14th and the 12th floor so that it's not technically the 13th floor anymore.
Shout out to Stephen Beaumont. He taught me how to play Pokemon the other night.
What do you mean?
The
Taught you how
video
to play?
game or the
The
card game?
card game.
Yeesh.
Yeah, he was on our Discord channel and just playing Pokemon. So I was watching him play Pokemon.
Also, shout out to Stephen Beaumont. He showed me about Yodi Gang. He's the one who put me onto the Yodi Gang.
Yeesh.
Yes. Very questionable things. But how was
Shout out to Stephen Beaumont, all right? It's coming out for all the dads trying to bring it back with that skateboard, right? It didn't go so hot, but I appreciate, you just going out there. I'm next. I'm gonna do some shit that a dad shouldn't be doing. We'll just see how it goes,
Which is gonna get real heavy into ice skating.
Yo, that
some
would be
Brian
fire.
Boitano shit.
Yeah.
Yo, what would Brian Boitano do?
What wouldn't Brian Boitano do, man?
So that's the thing. You just want to do like dangerous things as a parent. Just say fuck it.
I mean, there's gonna come a time when your kid is gonna be on bikes, on scooters, on all sorts of shit, and you're gonna have to show him something, and you might bust your ass doing some kid shit.
Yeah, that's fine. But I'm saying like deliberately want to go out there and do it. That's one thing. Like if you're
Anybody
naturally
talk
going
about
into it,
deliberately?
this man
I'm
Pujo
talking about.
just said
I'm gonna
it.
go out and do something that I shouldn't be
Yeah,
doing.
that's what I'm saying. This is gonna throw
Maybe
his
I'll
back
take
out.
up a new surfing. Just start surfing. Or maybe get out there, drown, or get eaten by a shark or
Alright,
something.
no.
You're gonna join MMA.
That'd be badass.
Yeah, I was hitting up the boxing gym the other day. Shit was going swimmingly, and then I hurt my shoulder, and I haven't gone in
Damn.
like 2 years. So there you go. I was hitting the boxing gym. I lost a lot of weight. I was in good shape. I was fucking people up in the gym. Threw a punch, and I heard it go. It sounded like that, and I was like, I'm gonna push through it. Kept fighting,
No.
threw another one. I gotta get out. I'm done.
Damn. Is it because of like poor stretching? Maybe like you didn't stretch it enough.
It's a combination of a lot of factors, but yeah, stretching helps. There's certain exercises that we don't typically do that strengthen your shoulder areas. Those will help.
Or you almost popped out of the Matrix throwing that punch. Shit
Oh,
almost got you out of the
shit.
Matrix.
It's one of those good episodes. If anybody's ever watched the Animatrix, Fire.
Fire.
It's the episode where a guy runs so fast he breaks the rules of the Matrix and he explodes out of it. And he's in like an Olympic track, sport or some shit like that.
It's
Maybe it's
fire.
Usain Bolt. Okay, he ran so fast he exploded out of the Matrix. It's kind of cool.
That was one of the better ones in that Animatrix, honestly.
I love that shit. They're all good. in
Oh, I
that
mean, they're
shit.
all good, but I think that's might be one like the top 2, top 3 or something.
The skateboarding one is fire. I really love the one where it's like they're doing like a training exercise, but then they're trying to get the girl to like betray her commander, but then it's just a test, but then they're like, but is it? And then it kind of ends and you're like, hold up, it's a cool like it's mind fucky,
They should definitely reboot that shit though. Like bring it back. I wouldn't mind fucking watching a remake of that. You know what I mean? But
I swear, we're just like 5 years away from them doing like a Matrix TV show. Like Netflix is gonna scoop that shit up. HBO is gonna scoop that shit. Someone's scooping that shit up. That shit's gonna happen.
yeah,
Talking about HBO, anybody caught up on that Barbarian?
Barbarian
Haven't
was
even started
good,
it yet.
dude.
to be
Oh
honest.
man,
It's
you
just a
suck.
movie. I watched it, and boy, was I scared. Okay, I
Scared?
don't do too good with the horror. Okay, I'm what people would call a pansy. All right, when it comes, I got anxieties. All right, I can't just sit there. And this movie was really bad for me. I was pausing, looking away, lowering and increasing the volumes. Shit, if it was on Netflix, I would have done my favorite. Because on HBO, it doesn't really let me do that. But Netflix, it lets you like skip ahead and
By,
you
like,
could see
15
the
seconds.
previews of the images. Sometimes I'll
What a
just see
guy.
previews to see if some crazy shit about to happen. All right, I'm mentally prepared. Then I could like resume it. But HBO doesn't let you. So it just added to the suspense. That first half of that movie destroyed me with how I was on the edge of my seat like crazy. And then once they do like the big reveal, like not the big reveal, but you actually know what we're dealing with, then it was kind of, I didn't really like the second. I didn't love the second half. I really loved the first half, and the second half was like, it's like a horror movie now.
So
And
it is a
it was-
movie. It's not a show.
Yeah, it's a movie. Yeah, the ending didn't land quite as well for me as I wanted it to. But
Same.
that first half was creepy as hell. So dark too.
So where is it on Netflix?
HBO.
HBO.
And Hobo Max, as my nephew said. My nephew, when he was 3 years old, he wanted to watch HBO Max. He's like, Hobo Max, and nobody knew what the fuck he was talking about. Hobo Max, that's just
Hobo
fire.
Max.
Hobo Max.
I also watched South Park Streaming Wars, and it's good on Paramount. It's a cool play on the whole streaming services thing. South Park did their thing though. I love it.
I gotta say it, man. If you guys haven't done so, you guys need to get these TV lights, right? So that way, when you go on YouTube and you see subscribe, your whole screen will turn red, and you know to click the button to our YouTube channel to subscribe, share us, like us.
Where would they see subscribe at?
What do you mean? Where? Right on the bottom of our YouTube page.
All right. I don't think their whole screen will turn red. It's just always there.
No, if you got that,
I think in your mind you envisioned that when you said subscribe, we put like a big red thing. All it said was subscribe with the YouTube logo or something. But
or the high like this, just like this.
With a high like this.
Or the high five.
Should we
like
just
this.
put up like a 10-minute video of Doughy dancing, and in the background it's just pulsating saying subscribe?
That just seems like a scam.
You know, like the Hypnotoad from Futurama. It'll be kind of like that.
Oh man, that's a good show. Look at this guy.
That's Doughy's best and worst dance right there.
It's a chair breaker, bro.
This is best and worst.
I'm trying to hit the vortex that Pucho hit when he broke the vase.
You're gonna
Broke
suck
the
your cat into your vortex, dude.
The vortex.
Pucho be breaking shit.
I was on no vortex. What are you talking about? These guys said I was laying on the table. That's what they said. What vortex did I hit? They were like, yo, you broke my table. You were laying on the table. Yo, when we finally ran that video back, I was laying on the couch and my head was on the table. Okay? But they were like, yo, you were laying on my whole table. That shit. I was like, yo, was I that fucking drunk that I laid on the table? I was like, that sounds unbelievable. Because you were laying on the table with your shirt off. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
It was the bachata that started the vortex that came into play when Tony went and danced, and then he bumped into the vase.
Tony broke the vase.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
there was
nigga, that shit came at me.
It was pre-bachata vortexes by Pucho. The spinning.
That's just spinning that just draw people in. It's just fucking. That's just
True.
bad.
It was, someone called it an Oliver Twist.
Yo, Pucho was on his Oliver Twist.
Yo, so I realized, bro, being single is probably the worst and best thing for anybody. The amount of money you spend going out on the weekend with the fellas is ridiculous. I don't want to do it anymore. It's just spending money on dumb fucking shit. Alcohol, the entries. I'm good. I don't want to spend no fucking bread.
I pretty much do refuse to pay covers anywhere I go now. Like, if that bar has cover, I'm not going to be there. I don't care that much.
It's just
Probably not the bar for me.
if it's thick though, and there's a lot of potentials, you might do the cover. But bro, some of these there was a club that's charging $100 just to get in because our rapper was there, right? I was like, okay, what rapper? The CeeLo Green. I was like, who the fuck is gonna pay $100 because CeeLo? I was wait. First off, people classify this motherfucker as a rapper. I was shocked. I thought he was like an R&B singer type dude, not no fucking. He's spitting bars out here. I was like, wow. Either way, the $100 thinking to go win a club where CeeLo Green's at, I'm good. Keep that.
Speaking about $100 to see rap, me and my wife spent $400 to go watch Hamilton today.
Oh,
So we actually
really?
went to the Phillips Center. We watched Hamilton. It was fire.
$400.
Was the entire crowd singing along, or did they actually like sit there quietly?
No, they sat there quietly. I think they'd get booted if they were singing along. I think that's
Okay,
not theater. That's not theater etiquette.
I didn't know how obnoxious people were since that shit went everywhere now.
No, I mean the only sounds you heard is like there's some comedic things that happen. People made it a thing to laugh out loud, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. It's not that funny.
I think I've met one of the people that is in that play.
Like the touring version of Hamilton.
A girl that's there. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. As far as I could tell, none of the cast that was in like the movie that got put on Disney Plus was actually on this. They got like a new cast, but they were good. A lot of them were better than you know the original cast. Like
They got-
Lin-Manuel Miranda, the guy who replaced him here, better personally.
Yes.
And there were a couple other people. I don't know, something about being in a theater full of white people watching a bunch of people of color make a play about a bunch of white people. I liked it. It was like, it's funny, you know. I don't know, something about that's interesting. Something about that is like, I don't know. It speaks to me. I don't know.
It's like when white people went to go see Paul Mooney as a comedian, and it's just like, wow, you came to see Paul Mooney?
And then there's shit talking the South. There's shit talking slavery. There's shit talking like Thomas Jefferson and how big of a piece of shit he is and things like that. And I'm like, I wonder if some of these Southerners that I'm sitting around feel some type of way about this. You know,
You knew there were Southerners?
we're in Florida, Tony.
But I'm saying, like, I don't think Southerners is going to plays like that. I don't know. I think plays like the most people you see at
You
plays
think
are
like people they ship themselves from New York to go watch the play in Florida? Is what you're saying? I'm sure there's some people.
not saying that, but $400 though, that's where I'm stuck at. 400,
That's
2 tickets.
That's great. No,
Yeah, that's not
$400.
bad.
Why are you saying no? You went there.
I was surprised because I was gonna say per ticket, because up here that's how much they are per ticket.
They were up to $500 per ticket, depending on the seats you got. We got the closest seats you could get that were reasonably priced, and they were really good. Well, I was on the second floor, kind of, you know,
To the
balcony
front?
kind of thing, and I was only slightly angled. It was good, and everything was nice and close. They didn't have like one of those like screens where you could see a video of it. It was all close enough. You know what I mean?
Nice.
I enjoyed it. It was fire.
That's red.
That's good. Kudos to you. Man, maybe one day. You know what? Maybe that's the thing that I might have to watch in like person, because the screen maybe wasn't doing it for me, or maybe the flow. I don't know. But the first time I saw Hamilton, I wasn't really feeling that shit.
I felt the same way, but then I started watching it more and I finished it. And although it probably isn't for me, I could see how if they had different actors, maybe I would have responded to it a little bit better. Maybe that performance wasn't for me, but I could tell that there was something there. My mom loved it. My mom thought it was fucking phenomenal. So, she's the musical person in my family. Like, she watches, what's that? The one about World War II? She loved that movie so much. World War I.
The horse movie?
No, what is it?
Is it a musical one?
Yeah, it's a musical. It's
Like
from
old school
back
musical.
in the
Bye
day.
Bye
Yeah.
Birdie? Is it the guy
No.
going to war?
No,
I don't know
I'll
what
think
you're
about
talking
it.
about.
I'm
Wizard
gonna
of
look it up.
Oz.
No.
Think of Disney on ice. I don't know. I gotta get it. That plays a whole new thing for me. If you're into plays, I think Hamilton's your thing for sure. But I don't know. I just never was brought up with plays.
I'm not into plays, so
Oh, you're not? I thought you were. My bad.
The Sound
Nah.
of Music.
I've never watched it.
It's long.
I've enjoyed like musical movies. Like, I'm sure we all grew up. We liked Grease. Like, cause that was like around when we were growing up. There was also like Cry Baby with
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp, right?
Little Shop of Horrors.
Never watched that movie.
Never watched that.
But you know, there's some of these movies were musicals, right? Like we enjoyed those as kids. So like, besides that, I've never been like a theater person.
Yeah, I don't really like movies either that sing all the time.
Hamilton's just fire because it's like, it's a theater play that is everything's about the music, and they're telling this story with hip hop and R&B the whole way through. That shit's just fire to me. They're like celebrating the culture and throwing it in front of the face of people that typically wouldn't sit there and listen to hip hop and R&B.
I mean, we're all kind of raised on musicals, right? Because like name every single Disney cartoon is secretly a musical.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
I've never really been to the theater before.
Really? You live in New York too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should take advantage of that shit. Going there on a
I have
nice
always
little
wanted
date.
to watch Cats. Okay.
Cats.
When I was a kid, Cats was big in New York City. They were on Broadway, and it kind of scared me. Those commercials and all those lights. I was like,
Dude, they got
I used
like
to
a-
be scared of that shit.
They got like a Michael Jackson play too, or no? I could have sworn I saw like zombies or some shit.
There's Tina Turner. There's everything. The Michael Jackson Experience. There's a whole bunch.
Is there a stage version of Moonwalker?
I don't know.
Y'all don't remember that when he turns into a robot at the end?
Yeah, that movie sucked. It was terrible. But I used to watch all the Michael Jackson movies when I was a kid, and all the what was it, VH1? They had the Jackson 5s movie. It was like 17 hours long, and it told the entire life of Michael Jackson. It was intense. Yeah.
Thank God I didn't see any of that
This
shit.
is not 17. No, that movie is fire.
What was it
It
called?
just showed you, like, you know, how he came up from like a young boy, got into music, and then kind of became a pop icon. It's just like a biopic, you know.
Okay.
Long form documentary.
Yeah, we ate all those movies up. They had the Richie Lyman movie with I think it's Lorenz Tate, something Tate. I can't remember the guy's name. Then there was the Temptations had a movie. That shit was lit.
La
They had the
Bamba?
La Bamba. Don't forget, but I don't think that was VH1. That was like
Yeah,
a
I don't
different
think
movie. But I fucked with La Bamba. All right, Richie Valens, he got play in my crib. Just saying.
Bueno, batata. I do. You know what's crazy? Thursday, for everybody out there, it's my birthday. It's gonna be a beautiful day. It's a God-fearing day. It's a holiday. It's a national holiday. When you guys are out there, yeah, it is a national holiday. It's my fucking birthday. All right. When you guys are out there in your homes and you're thinking Thursday, wow, damn, how can I send Caballo a birthday present? This is what you do. You hit subscribe and you share and you comment on all my shit. And just give me a thumbs up. No, that's it. Just do hashtag CEO birthday. That's it. And, you know, we'll be all right. What happened, Mateo? What happened?
Hashtag CEO birthday.
Facts. All right? Shit. Let me enjoy my birthday. You only turn 30 once.
Yeah.
Think I'm just now turning 30. Why do people lie about their birthday? Like their year, how old they are? Like my mother's been doing it for years. Oh, I'm 35.
We all fear getting older.
Nah. You're on mute,
Wait
though.
till you-
First, when we're kids, we always want to be older. No, I'm not 5 anymore. I'm 6, bitch.
Nah.
6 and a half.
I'm
6 and a half.
5 3/4.
All right, when you're going up, even 17. No, I'm 17 and a half. I'm 18 now, bitch. 21, and then as soon as like you're 22, you're like, this isn't it in the same way.
It's the 25, 26 is when you really start feeling it. When you're like, I'm almost fucking 30.
Facts.
That's when it starts sinking in that you're over the hill.
Can't go back,
Your time
man.
is past.
We're
Your
one
time
day
in the
closer
sun
to
is
death.
over.
Yep.
All right.
I was
It's
playing.
now for you to become a decrepit old piece of shit. Well, I'm gonna be a good old person by the standards of I'm gonna old it up. All right. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask for a dessert. I'm gonna complain about something so they could comp it. I know old people that do this every single meal. They complain about something and they get a dessert comped every single time.
And
That's
he's going to build up
insane.
his immunity so strong because they're going to spit in every single meal that he eats.
I'll be exposed to so much bacteria, dude.
Bro, that's crazy because it's like once I hit 21, I stopped counting. I didn't care too much about my birthday. So it's just like one of those things where it's like, oh, fuck it. It's another year. Like, who the hell cares? But man, that 21 to 24, those are your prime fucking years, I would say. Especially if you didn't do shit till you were 21. I've been doing shit since I was 17 years old. Some people even younger, but nah, man. Yeah, it sucks when you get old, man. I had a kid tell me the other day online, "Yo, how old are you?" I'm like 30 something. He's like, "God damn, y'all fucking old as shit." Like, fuck you, you little shit. Go do something with your life, right? He's like, "Oh, like you, right? Playing video games." I'm like, "Oh, this cocksucker, bro." I'm like,
He got you. That
he
was
got
pretty
me.
good,
I was
actually.
like, fucking young ass kid, bro. It's like, it's crazy
Did he
because
send- Did he put you to bed? He told you to go to sleep. It was 8 o'clock.
Nah. It's just because I remember me telling old heads when I was playing games the same shit. It's just like, damn, circle of life, bro. How vicious that shit is. Fucking get old, man. You can't. People say you can't do things when you're at a certain
Circle
age.
of life.
Yeah.
It means you're at the tail end. You're near the death. You're at the
Video
end.
games, yeah, maybe. Right?
He's about to go on the ground. He's going to turn to the grass. The antelope are going to come and eat him.
It shit me out. Then I become a tree.
It's a good musical, by the way. The Lion King.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's what that is from.
Yeah.
The circle of life.
Oh yeah,
Come on, bro.
I thought he talking
Fuck is
about the
wrong with
fucking
you?
antelope shit. He had me confused with antelopes.
Mufasa makes a
Mufasa
reference
explains
to that.
this to Simba.
Yeah, he had me confused right there. I'm sorry. What you want me to do?
You think I can find any ayahuasca in The Lion King?
What the fuck is
That shit
ayahuasca?
Rafiki splits open is definitely ayahuasca.
You think that's what? What is this ayahuasca? What is this?
Don't worry about it. Let's go into the first topic.
Word, fuck out of here. I want backstories on everything. God damn it. But either way, Japan is bugging the fuck out, ladies and gentlemen. Bugging the fuck. What happened? We got good?
Keep it rolling.
They're bugging the fuck out, bro. Callisto Protocol is being banned all over Japan. They are not letting that shit rock through. Complain that shit is just too gory, it's too fucking violent, too bloody. I don't know what the fuck's going on. There's so many games out there that have worse. Their movies are the worst. Like, why the fuck is Japan tripping? Really don't understand.
And to be clear, Japan's not just banning Callisto Protocol. They notified the devs that it exceeds whatever guidelines exist for Japanese computer entertainment, and they were given an opportunity to go and fix whatever problematic issues that they have so that they can pass those requirements. And they were just like, nah, we're not going to do it.
Facts.
And it's this whole thing on the internet right now where people are trying to act like it's some argument between freedom of expression versus censorship and blah, blah, blah. It's more like, in my opinion, I think there was something that those devs saw that the Japanese market ain't really going to buy the game anyways. So then it's like, why go through the effort to appease a market that they're not going to sell in? They're not going to make their money back, maybe even fixing those issues. And maybe they could win a couple internet points and go, we're sticking true to our ideals and blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Damn, I hate to be this cynical, but I think I might agree with you. I'd like to mention, like, how good a marketing is this? Our game is so violent, it got banned in Japan. Like,
I don't know if you remember the marketing for the original Dead Space. It was like, they sat down a bunch of moms and like grandmoms in front of it, and then, oh my god, so yeah, it's it's like the bad, promotion is still good promotion.
But yeah, I mean, I'm still with that whole shit. Like, I ain't changing the game because you think it's a little violent. Fuck out of here. You don't.
Oh,
don't buy
yeah,
that
you
shit.
are.
What do you mean? I want the game how it's intended.
If it's the difference between making another couple $1 million to, in this scene where we chop this guy's arm off, maybe we don't chop it off. Maybe it just gets cut really bad. And that doesn't even have to be live in all markets. That could just be in the Asian version or the Japanese version or whatever the fuck. Like,
how
that's why there's
efficient is
different
that,
local.
though?
It's because there's different localized versions. It depends on how lazy you want to be, right? because you could just do a black screen cut. You could just do like a fade as the violence is happening or something. They've done lame shit like that in games before.
That's lame, exactly. Keyword lame shit.
South Park has done that where they block it and say you can't see this because they say South Park has even done it.
They did an episode with Muhammad in it, and they censor him out of the whole episode. They're making a joke about how you can't depict Muhammad in art.
Those are completely taken off the internet. You can't find those episodes unless you like download them or if you have like the DVD set.
Really?
Yep, those got pulled from the internet. There's several episodes with Muhammad in it that aren't on the internet or on streaming services anymore.
Damn. That's the problem. Right there. Like, let the shit go, bro. Shout outs to that fucking development group that says, you know what? We're not doing shit. And we're not going nowhere. Because people in Japan, if they want that game, it ain't nothing to get an overseas ship of the game. Like, there's ways around that shit. Like, they're not going to...
You just fire up your VPN, download it from the US PS store or something. There's definitely ways around it.
Yeah, like, fuck out of here. Like, oh, let's censor this shit. Nah, man. I want that shit as best and how it needs to be. That's it. I'm paying $70. Give me the full 70 right then and there, bro. That's it. I don't want this censored shit. And then how cost effectively is that? Like, how much is that going to cost, Pooch, if you want to say different areas of the map of the region get different censored levels shit? Like, is that like an update or is that like in the game that they have to change for each place? Like, how does that work?
This is not a new thing. This has been around for a while because Australia is another place that video games get banned at. So it's not like Japan is the first place where they have like strict. So this has been around for a while. I'm sure they get like a censored version of the game, like a neutered version. So like Australia would get it, Japan would get it, probably like the people that the PAL regions.
But I'm saying,
on the flip side, the U.S. market is less likely to get like some of the more like sexually suggestive games that are from like big publishers and things like that.
But how does that work? Like they're gonna they have like just certain discs that are or digitals that are just set just for them, or is it like something that everybody just gets a fair like one blanket disc or game version of it and that's it? Like how do they?
I mean, you're talking about the physical discs,
just digital or physical. Like how do they stop it? Like they don't get the bloods here, but they get the bloods here. Like how do they?
Well, with the physical disc, it's easy, right? Because you just have two different versions, and even like in theory, the digital one, like I'm sure that they do just a location scan of like where you're connecting from, and then they give you whatever version is localized for that market. So, I would assume that's how it works, something like that, right?
Yeah, I wonder how much work it is for the devs then to do that, right? Like how, like gotta just do this whole game over again, right? It's like making a whole new game and just editing shit here and there.
I don't think it's that.
It's gonna be like tweaking things, but it'll depend. Like, I'm sure for a game like Dead Space, because in Japan they're as ridiculous as it sounds, but in video games they're really against dismemberment, taking off heads, limbs, legs, arms, things like that. They're like, oh, this is crossing the line. Meanwhile, you watch any fucking anime, and if there's not at least 2 limbs lost in an anime, then it's a dull anime. Like you know what I mean? It's like,
imagine Chainsaw Head, whatever that new one is. It's Chainsaw Man, whatever the fuck. Imagine that without him being able to use that chainsaw to actually chop off anything.
Right. So it's like, I don't know how they come to the standard of it's okay in anime but not in a video game or whatever the fuck. But like I'd imagine a game like Dead Space is designed around cutting limbs off. If that crosses the line for Japan, like it might be a significant amount of work to rework that mechanic, or like I don't know, how do you even kill these enemies in a market where you can't cut limbs off? You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you're making a game called Guillotine Simulator, you're probably not going to find a way to make that work in Japan. Maybe they bleed out green blood or something, or their heads turn into watermelons when they get cut off.
Well, Resident Evil, I mean, that shit sells in Japan, and they definitely shoot off heads and cut off body parts. I don't know how the fuck that game gets a little by. You know what I mean? Like,
I think they censored some of the violence in that one. I mean, like Until Dawn, I was reading that there was an entire like death scene that was taken out of that game because it involved someone being chopped in half.
Yeah, I've just recently been playing the Dark series anthologies. I'm absolutely 100% sure this is the same shit for those games because there's like drownings, beheadings, like just some real graphic shit. And I'm like, wow, they're really showing somebody being hanged without a trigger warning or anything. Like, this is crazy. But yeah, I could see how, Supermassive, they make some crazy stories, bro. This whole dismemberment thing, they're going for it.
You know how crazy it is to have this conversation still, though? Like, you think back to, like, you remember, like, the first GTA came out and it was top down and, like, it was all as pixelated as could be. And people threw big fits about, like, oh, my God. They look at all the blood in this game and it's a little, like, red, just, like, splat pixel on the screen or something.
How game has changed.
Even back then, before that, one of the big games that got censored, right? Yeah, I remember. It's a huge fucking deal in the 90s. Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yeah.
That was a big fucking deal. Mortal Kombat on the Super Nintendo,
no blood.
Either no blood or it was like green blood.
It was like sweat.
Or sweat.
Clear.
But on the Sega Genesis, it was a fucking bloodbath. You know what I'm saying? Something about Nintendo, and maybe, they're a Japanese company, even though I think Sega is Japanese as well, but Nintendo has been a little bit more kid friendly and things like that. Maybe that comes from a similar place to those Japanese, how they censor things or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I still think it's whack. I think they do take away from the way the game should be made. If you make something and you take time in making it, you should really it should be full range to do it to the fullest of your abilities and make it perfect. Like, if you got to start censoring or like taking things away, it really takes the value from the game. So that's what I'm saying. Like, shout out to that company. Was it Striking Distance, I believe, right? Shout outs to them for making that shit as they needed to be, as they wanted, and successfully doing it and saying, I don't give a fuck. Like, no.
I think you mean like keeping their artistic integrity.
Facts.
Well, I think there might be an aspect of that. I'm more inclined to believe Buchel's.
The money thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they probably know this isn't gonna do well in Japan, so they're just like, fuck it, we're gonna fail certification over there, and this is gonna become a news story, and maybe there's gonna be some good publicity for us out of this. I don't know. On the other end of things, I think there's a balance with artistic integrity. You know what I mean? Like, if I just happen to give somebody a red hat in a game, and I find out that in France a red hat is offensive and it means some terrible thing, and maybe I got to change that guy's hat to a blue hat, and now my game could be played everywhere, that would also be sacrificing my artistic integrity, right? But it's like, is it to an extent that's bad? Like, just changing just the color of this article of clothing, like, gonna be the difference between somebody and another part of the world experiencing a product I'm creating? Like, I think everybody's constantly like messing, like limiting their artistic integrity. Like, imagine the stories people are coming up with, and then down the line they're watering that down and neutering it to fit some profile that's gonna be
that's different though. That's very different.
Well, a big game like this too, like, you're talking focus groups and shit like that, so they're modifying the game to some extent based on the feedback they're getting from like focus groups and things. Like, pure artistic intent, you're only really seeing that in like these single person like indie devs and things like that. Their game is probably coming out exactly as they envisioned it coming out, because it's not being made by committee like a lot of the games we get now.
And not only that, like, there is still a committee in the indie dev space, because these guys are posting their games on like TigSource and stuff like that, and all the indie developers are ripping it apart or saying why this doesn't work or that doesn't work, or these colors are too muted and blah blah blah, and they're getting feedback from the people in their community, and they're modifying their game along the way. Even though they're obviously the main driver of the artistic vision, there's still external influences that change that. Games are just nothing is created in the sanitized space where there's no external factors. Like Mateo said, especially these big companies, they're not gonna pump a couple $1 million to produce a game and not have focus groups to know, okay, this is something people are gonna like. Like, they're not gonna just be like artistic integrity all the way. Like, they're gonna make no money, and then it would have been a failure. Like,
I would like to sit in on one of those meetings though, where they're talking about like whether this particular dismemberment scene is too much or not.
I just think it's different when it comes to clothing and blood, right? Like, yeah, you can change the color of fucking a shirt or a hat, right, from red to blue or whatever, blue to red. But when it becomes like something like a game where you're getting limbs chopped off, changing the color of the blood to green or to blue, that takes away a value versus, me wearing green pants or yellow pants while I'm chopping someone's heads off. Like, it's very different when it comes to color of changing clothing versus actual blood. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, there's definitely like valid criticism to toss at all the ratings boards in general, because like it is goofy that like red blood used to be like the signifier. This is too gory. You change it to green, boom, no problem, passes right through.
Yeah, and it's weird, and it's aliens. So like, yeah, maybe the aliens' blood shouldn't be red or whatever the fuck.
I was gonna say, why do you think we fought so many aliens back in like in 90s video games, dude?
I don't know. There's so I get what Pucho's saying. I agree to a certain extent. Like, yeah, like, millions versus, just saying, all right, I'll change this, but I can sell way more copies. Like, do you think these devs, I mean, yes, the whole thing is making money, but somebody like Kojima who makes a game, yeah, money is coming with the game that he makes, but someone like him, I don't think wants to like censor or like put their game in a way where it takes away from the game. You know what I mean? Like, he's the type of person to be like, all right, if I don't sell this much, cool, but I'm not gonna take away anything from the game.
Yeah, and there was an article that we were looking at just before this that there was some censorship in Metal Gear. Now, whether it's a full on like changing his artistic vision or not, I don't know. But like even someone like Kojima, who has seemingly unlimited creative control, he's still adjusting his game based on feedback and localization and various like regions censorship laws.
And just to be clear, I know there's a difference between changing a game like Doom, how it is, to some beautiful Disney looking thing where somebody's shooting Skittles out of a candy gun, right? Obviously there's a difference in direction between those things. What I was just trying to illustrate is no one is going to see a problem with changing a hat from red to blue, even though it is changing some artistic decision you made. And all I'm trying to illustrate is that there's a line somewhere. If you're willing to do that, this is too far. There's something in the middle somewhere where you still think it's okay. And so I don't fully buy that it's just the artistic integrity or the artistic vision. I think there's something a little bit more that, maybe we're not, fully articulating. But
yeah, I mean, you're definitely looking at it from a capitalist side of it, right? Like the money side of it. Like, are you willing to lose 1 million or 2 more copies just for a hat or the blood? You know what I mean? And that's where I understand, like, from the money side, like, yeah, but if you're a big fucking development or devs or like that shit doesn't bother you. You know what I mean? Like, Microsoft ain't gonna give a shit if one half of the country or maybe a whole region don't want to do this and because they don't like this. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. We're in the billions. Like, I don't care. You know what I mean? But some would because
I would argue Microsoft is more likely to do that. It's like Disney. It's like the Marvel movies, man. Like those Marvel movies have similar plots. They have guidelines on what they can and can't show because they're the biggest media company in the damn world. Basically, they might be actually the biggest media company in the world now. I'm not positive.
Yeah, those Marvel movies suck. There's almost no blood in them.
Yeah,
like if you really think about it, like people don't be bleeding, people don't be dying in any way that like oh shit. Like, I mean, have you seen anybody just bam get shot right in the head? Like that type of shit just doesn't happen in those movies. I mean, they're like
They're gonna change that up in the new Deadpool because they're bringing him into the MCU, and I'm gonna be very surprised if they sanitize it down or something, right?
I mean, I think they could still make his movie edgy, but they're gonna play very carefully with having him shoot people and other people shit at him in other movies or whatever.
For sure, like he's gonna be on his best behavior when he's in like an Avengers movie or something.
and they might do it in such a way where the audience will eat it up. They'll be like, "Yo, look, Deadpool, I know in your shit you be wilding out, but you're in my space now. You need to keep that killing shit away. We don't do that around here." You know what I mean? Like kind of break the fourth wall a little bit. People will be like, "Ha ha ha ha." They'll eat it up so much. I fucking hate people, bro.
You don't like that shit?
No, it's just the fact that people would love it. It's like such a basic thing. I just came up with it on the spot. It's something they would do, and it's something people would love.
Is your phone going off right now, Booch? You getting the call from Disney? They need you to join the writing team.
Oh man, that sounds like a nightmare. That sounds like there's 100 people in a writing circle, and only the worst ideas get by because it's like the most sanitized version of somebody's writing. Like,
yeah,
it sounds terrible to me.
I would not want to be a part of that or like being judged for any writings that I'm doing. Like the 100 people literally just like, I don't even think it's 100, but I'm just saying like everybody say nope, 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 nope. Oh, this can go. Like, leave.
That's why Twitter's our last bastion of free speech, Pooch.
The last bastion of free speech. I mean, I wouldn't doubt that some of these Marvel movies, some of these Star Wars movies have like 100 writers. I mean, like I've seen TV shows. There'll be a table of like a dozen or so writers that, everybody comes to the table with ideas and they critique things and, they try to get the best idea. And this is, these are little TV shows, like your everyday shit that you watch on random channels. Like I think, some of this big stuff, especially where, fans will catch like fuck ups, you know what I mean? They got people on staff. They're like the lore masters. They're the people that they know everything every character has done, where every item has been left, all that stuff. Because like every individual writer ain't gonna remember that Thor's hammer was last held by such and such, but they left it on this planet and blah blah blah. They have people on staff. Their job is to know that shit, so that when people write it, they could say this is a fuck up. Like this person, these are all the continuity errors in your writing. Like, you know what I'm saying? They gotta have that many checks and balances because
that's crazy.
Like the people are gonna find out. Immediately. The fans know the shit.
The fucking Game of Thrones when there was a Starbucks cup left on the scene. How long did it take Twitter to jump on that shit and point that out?
They edited that out, right? Like they.
Yeah, and like when it went to digital, they pulled that scene out, or they went and worked their CGI magic or something.
That's
the
crazy.
Starbucks cup was live like for like 20 minutes. I think if they ripped it out of that shit. Like that footage don't exist. I don't think.
I wonder, like, how much they're paying these people to do that, because that sounds like a stressful fucking job to go back and remember details like that to make sure that everyone's on the same page and it's right. Because real shit, I wouldn't want to be that guy. Imagine you do that shit with Game of Thrones or all the Marvel movies, right? How it's so fucking huge and they all connect now. If that one person fucks up on the damn
clap sinking back in. What are you doing over there?
Yeah, clap sinking. Fucking mosquitoes. Like it's fucking. You know what I mean? Like it just. Oh well, no. Fucking Rocket Raccoon wasn't here, and the fucking Spider-Man wasn't here, but they got here. It's like that to me is too stressed out. I don't need to be fucking.
Oh, dude, it gets even crazier than that. Think about like someone gets injured in one of the movies, so now they have to have a scar in a scene where they're shirtless in the next one or something like.
Yeah, bro, like you got to remember that shit. Like that's way too fucking much. Even with Spider-Man's like suit when he got all fucked up fighting, the next scene like that had to be the same exact spot because it's like, okay, people are going to call that shit out. And I think that's kind of whack on some of the fans too, like calling little things out like that, like what are we doing here? Is it the same point as me saying like we need to hold the value there and make sure it's 100%, or it's a shitty whole movie?
I kind of like it because, man, you watch like movies from like the 90s, 80s, 70s. Some of those continuity issues will bug the shit out of you.
Yeah, some of those old movies.
The scene starts, you see someone walk in through a door. It cuts to someone else talking, cuts back. That guy's walking in through the door again. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Some of those old movies that got fun, weird shit like that. They'll be like, he's got a hat on. The scene cuts, he don't got a hat. Then the hat comes back, and you're like, what the fuck? You know who always catches this shit? My wife, yo.
Yeah.
She watches movies. She watches anything in the weirdest ways because I tend to watch what's important on the screen, like the story they're trying to tell. My wife will be watching Game of Thrones and she'll be like, "Oh, that was a really weird reaction." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" "Oh, just the person in the background did and then I'll go broop broop. I'll rewind it, and the person in the background would like, it'll be some weird shit like they just realized they were recording and they'll be like. They'll like make a face like that, but she always catches that shit. And I'm just like, how the fuck does she always catch that shit? It's just weird. Like
she's watches the extras.
Yeah, she's just watching the extras the whole time. I'm like
you know what's crazy? Like a dick last week, I was waiting. I was like, yo, where's the new episode for Game of Thrones? Like I'm waiting. I'm like, where's like I see 10 here, but where's 11? And I'm sitting there, I'm like, whatever, I'll talk to Pucha tomorrow about it. And I just keep forgetting. And then I say, yo, I need to look for episode 11. No, episode 11. I'm here waiting for episode that's not coming out. I was tight because I wanted to know what the fuck happened. That's it. I just wanted to see what she's going to do.
If it makes you feel any better, my wife, I told her all week long, I'm bummed out. There's no House of the Dragon this week. And come Sunday night, she sits down next to me and she's like, are you sure there's no episode? I had to go onto HBO, pull it up to show there was no episode. So.
It sucks, man. That was. I hate those hangers like that. Those cliffhangers like that, I hate them. Because it's like, bro, I need to see her reaction.
Especially the way that shit ended. It ended like any other episode. It did not feel like the grandiose ending of a season finale. It was like, granted, some shit went down, but the way, the way it cut, it just felt like next time on like you're getting the next shit, you know?
Yeah. No, yeah, that shit, I felt like fuck. I felt robbed. Like, come on. Just one more episode. That's all I need. That's all. But what are you going to do?
Oh, you look like that medicine just kicked in, dude.
No, I'm good.
What did you call that pen earlier? The Maji pen? What the hell did you said?
The Pensington.
The Pensington.
Shall we?
Fucking ridiculous.
Doughy gang.
Oh my god.
I do also have a question to the ladies out there. Is playing video games a real deal breaker? Even for some of the guys, is your girl playing video games a deal breaker? Like that right said, you can't have a relationship with your partner or whoever it is that you're with. Like, oh, you play games, that's it. It's over. I can't date you. Like, why is that such a problem?
For some people, it definitely is. I've met people that have told me that they would not date someone that plays video games. I always wonder if those people had like a bad experience, like that their partner was just gaming 24/7. They asked him to take out the trash. That trash is sitting there 3 days.
I mean, yeah, I can see that, but it's just like damn, like, some people know how to split it up. I always ask, like, yo, do you want to do something or anything? No, just chilling. Just want to probably go to sleep. Cool. I'll just play games until I'm ready to go to bed or something. It's just like,
yeah, I think a lot of women equate video games with childish shit, and they can't like separate that image of their man being a child.
I've met a lot of dudes that do it too, like especially dudes that are like, they talk about hiking a lot, like dudes that are like super into like being not in their house.
The hikers
seem to equate like gaming with just being childish. You're just wasting your time. There's some people that are just anti-leisure, man. People feel like you should be hustling all the time.
There's nothing wrong with that either, but it's just
There's nothing wrong with what?
There's nothing wrong with being a hustler, like getting out there,
Yeah, I
getting
think
it. But
there is.
nah,
It's bad.
I think if
bad.
it's 24/7, you don't shut off, you don't do anything that's not leading to you making more money. I think that you might be a little too focused on money.
For
Maybe
me,
calm it down a little bit.
when you make hustling your personality, over. I do not want to be your friend. That's to me super lame. But
I think okay. So there's some limit, but I'm like the way I'm saying a hustle, like somebody who's like, all right, I'm hustling, like boom, this, and that, and then when you get home, shower and relax, do whatever it is you need to do. I don't think I've ever met anybody who's saying they're a hustler or had this hustler mentality that doesn't take an hour or two when they get home to drink a beer and sit back. I've never met someone who's just I gotta get this bread, get the fuck out of here. Like, I've never met someone like that. So if you guys
I've met people that'll tell you, hey, your form of relaxing should also be educational. You should be watching some documentary that's teaching you something. You should be reading a self-help book, or you should be doing something. You shouldn't just sit there and catching up with the Kardashians. That ain't helping you. And like, you know what I'm saying? That they're min-maxing their life to the point where even sitting down to enjoy entertainment there's only certain things they could enjoy. Otherwise, it's also a waste of time. And I think they view video games in that category, comic books in that category.
Because I mean, if you're defining it that way, like video games are the fucking opposite of that. Video games aren't really, they're not really teach you anything. Granted, there's studies that are like kids that game are more likely to become surgeons or some shit. I swear that I've seen some studies like that because like the hand-eye coordination, it gives you the fine motor skills.
Man, you better ask Pucho. Pucho know how to farm and do construction off of fucking simulators.
I've learned quite a bit playing video games.
Like,
even as a kid, I used to play a lot of RPGs. There's a lot of words that I used to read that I read a lot playing games. I used to think about, this equipment is going to give me these attributes, and I could, it involves some degree of thinking that
there's some critical thinking and problem solving for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I think gaming it introduces that to people. Like, maybe not all games, but at least the games I was playing when I was younger, for sure.
If I ever found a red key, I would know immediately that red key went to a red door.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, red key or a green door with a green gem on. That's some Resident Evil shit. They do that.
That's some Resident Evil. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Like going and just finding random gems and like, I'm just gonna hold on to this. Use this for something.
in like my own personal history with like gaming and girlfriends and relationship and gaming, usually we just put gaming first. Also, I've realized women don't want to hear you having the best time of your life without them. They're like, I feel like when we get on these video games and these chats, we laugh like we're in middle school.
We laugh like we're living life.
We laugh like we're having the most grand time in the world.
So you're agreeing that it's childish that you're saying you're transported back to middle school.
So for me, I feel like they get upset and they're like, oh, how come you can't have that much fun with me? Like, how come? And we do. Usually, like, I enjoy my time with my significant other, but I could see how, you'll hear that in the background. It's the same thing when you go out with your boys and your girl's checking up on you and you're like, yeah, guys, I know. Hey, babe. All right. Yeah, I'm good, babe. Everything's good.
It's not even crazy. We're super calm over here.
Yeah.
Babe, I'm good though. I'll talk to you soon though, all right? And it's
maybe it's just annoying. Like, have you ever been the only sober person at like a party? That shit is annoying. That will ruin friendships. You'll be like, I don't want to hang out with any of these dudes again.
That shit's annoying. They also hate it too though. It's like when you're in the game playing it, like just a new release, and they're asking you questions, you're like, yeah, shit looks great. And they're asking you about, did you take out the trash? And you're just giving them like these fucking like automatic answers and shit. It's just like, huh? Yeah. No. Everything's good. I did it already. And it's like, what are you talking about? I'm telling you, your food is ready. You're like, oh, okay. I don't know. that shit is disrespectful. Yeah, but come on, we can't pause an online game. Like imagine Pucho's playing fucking 2K23, getting these blocks, 10 blocks, 4 blocks. Wife comes to the door. Hey, can you take out the trash in a minute? Comes back 10 minutes later. We're in the fourth quarter. We need his blocks. Comes back in. Like, yo, I can't pause this game. What do you want from me? You know what I mean? This is like, yo, you gotta separate it. All right. If we're in here having fun, ladies, let us have fun. Same thing for the ladies, because there's gamer girls out there. Their men probably don't want them, playing games all day.
Gamer girls.
However you want to put it. Like, they're fucking shooting it up, playing games. Their man comes in like, yo, what are we doing here tonight? You just not gonna come to bed?
I love how in Tony's mind the scenario he's trying to construct is so impossible that he couldn't even think what the guy would say when he walked. Are you not gonna come to bed?
But nah, this is...
I think one thing that I could say, there are cultural differences between men and women, and I feel like men in general don't need a lot from their significant others. So I just don't imagine, we're not in the day and age where a man will walk up to a woman and be like, yo, you're gonna get to those dishes? You know what I'm saying? Like that shit, I don't think that's happening anymore unless you're like in those really like red pill communities, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know. Like there is a degree of, I don't know how true this is, but like there's this Twitter page I follow, which is just like, it's just about men having fun pretty much. It's just showing like how men will just like do random shit. I've told you guys that when we were in high school, right, we used to put on these hard hats and throw these things with the weight on it to like smack ourselves in the head. And it's just like, that's a game. Like men will just find games like this and just enjoy themselves.
We played a game back in shop where we had a shop vac and we would crumple up paper towels and wet them. And then you would throw them at the person with the shop vac, and they had to like vacuum them out of midair.
That's awesome.
See, little things. It takes little things to make us happy.
That's a funny game.
And we spent hours playing this back in high school because we had finished our project. We didn't have anything to do.
That's
just waste all the paper towel.
And that's the
razor blades.
That's the shit that we can just have one couch, one TV on a regular stand, good internet, and we'll be happy. Ladies can't see that happiness, bro. We can just be talking shit.
I can't find that happiness either. I can't live that like that. A TV and a bed, like a mattress on the floor. No, I'd be miserable.
I mean, the simple things. Guys are simple, bro. We like simple things. That's all what I'm trying to get at. We don't need all
for
that.
sure. I think I need something more
here,
complex.
or are you living here? Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Squatting. Nah, it's just the simple things in life, bro. We don't need all these fucking all this shit. And us being extremely happy with each other. Oh, you're playing games with the boys again? Yeah, I'm having a splendid fucking time. We're just fucking cracking jokes.
Splendid time.
Splendid.
I think that my general rule with video games is I at least need to have most of my chores done before I start gaming.
No, yeah, for sure. At least get something done.
For me, gaming is one of the first things I do when I wake up. And then I'll get to shit, and then I'll sit back down again.
Okay, I'm down with that, because I'll do some gaming in the morning, then I'll get my shit done, and then I'm like, cool, now I got the afternoon free. I can just be a piece of shit. I can play Cyberpunk all night or something.
Yeah. I am a big fan of, like, especially this weekend, I got up early, and, I just did shit. I got my shit done, and I had more day available to just do nothing.
Dude, that's my ideal Saturday. I get my shit done by noon, and then the second half of the day is all me. I can do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah, that's Sunday for me. Sunday is definitely a day where you just sit at the house, you don't go nowhere, chill, read a book, do something entertaining that you want to do that's peaceful. For me, it's yelling at Pucho or fucking Easy or Jesus, catch the fucking ball, or shoot this, bitch, this, that, you know what I mean? Whatever the fuck it is. Like, as stressful as it sounds like on them, I could only imagine what our significant others hear when we're just fucking cursing each other out. and they're thinking like he's not having fun, but meanwhile it's like the best time of our lives.
That will lead someone to want to pour boiling hot oil into your ear while you're sleeping.
Or
Facts.
maybe clip your eyelashes, you know,
While you're sleeping.
while you're sleeping.
All these attacks are going to happen in your sleep.
Shit's
I wish-
devastating.
Doughy's over there on his 5th cup of coffee that day.
Taking Adderall and shit, just not trying to fucking. But I mean,
the
seriously,
fucking
though,
Freddy
like,
Krueger movies. Yeah.
like if you like if that's the first date thing, you know, you guys are talking or whatever, and it's just like, yo, that's a deal breaker. Like, fuck out of here. I don't think like. I mean, maybe for your standards, but
I mean, that's useful information to get on that first date. You know what? If that's a deal breaker for someone, that's absolutely fine. We just talked about. I mean, I've definitely got some deal breakers too, right? Gaming to me is a weird one to have as a deal breaker, but if that's a deal breaker, fuck it, whatever. Get that shit out. Get that explained on the first date, and we're not going to waste each other's time anymore.
If I need to become a vegan, that's a deal breaker. It's not gonna happen. I'd be like, you know what? You could go save animals with somebody else. Okay.
You know what might be my main like worry about ever going vegan? To make some of the tasty replacement recipes and things, it seems like a lot of work. It seems like so much work. You want like a vegan chocolate cake? You're doing double the work to make the same chocolate cake.
Triple the work. Yeah, those are my favorite videos. The vegan people swear, oh, it tastes so good. It tastes better than real cake, and it's so easy to make. And then you be seeing them whipping out ingredients you ain't never heard of. You're like, God damn, I gotta go to not only I gotta hit the Chinese market, I gotta hit the Indian market. Like, you gotta hit up all the spots to find all the different fucking seasonings and spices and shit.
You know, though, I did have some vegan ice cream that was better than a lot of like normal ice cream that I've had other places. So maybe they're onto something, but I don't have that much time in my day to be able to make a cake that takes 3 hours long to make.
that's the problem too, though. It's like I don't think I would ever go vegan. I mean, I wouldn't mind dating somebody that's vegan as long as they're not, you know, fucking with my shit.
It's the joke from Pulp Fiction, man. Right at the beginning of Pulp Fiction, he says that he was basically vegetarian because his girlfriend was vegetarian. You date someone with special eating habits, you're probably going to catch on some amount of those eating habits. It's going to be some percentage of your diet.
I once was a Go-Gurt man, but now I'm a yogurt man.
What's the difference?
You only ate the Go-Gurt from the little pouch?
I only ate Go-Gurt. As a child, I only ate Go-Gurt.
Is that the difference for real? The pouch versus the cup? Is that the difference?
That's the only difference. Go-Gurt is just yogurt you can take on the go. It was just a specific brand of yogurt.
I do think the flavors of Go-Gurt were more geared towards children, though.
Cotton candy.
Right? Like, it ain't common you're finding no cotton candy yogurt. So you were only, if someone gave you yogurt, you'd be like, nah, I don't need that bullshit. Give me the Go-Gurt. The same flavor. You'll be all about it.
Yep.
That's funny.
That's so weird.
It's just like a fucking... It's only a cream-filled glizzy. It's like you're sucking all that cream out.
If my yogurt wasn't penis-shaped, phallic-shaped, I wouldn't have it.
No, you don't want it.
That's so wild, bro. But if we're talking deal breakers, I think the biggest deal breaker in like dating somebody is cigarettes for me. Oh. I can't stand that cigarette smell. That shit gives me a fucking headache. Any dick who sits by me at the bar and starts smoking a cigarette, I get tight.
I was talking to a girl once. We finished having sex. She pulled out a Black and Mild.
Nice.
She lit it up, and I was like,
wait, bro, what? You let her light that shit up in the bed, bro?
We were in her crib.
Oh, yeah, you got to eat that.
She lit that Black and Mild up. I was like, I think it's time for me to get out of here.
A Black and Mild, not even a regular cigarette, a fucking Black and Mild. Is it wood tip?
The wood tip.
She really from the hood though.
Yo, I was like,
wood tip Black and Mild.
And that's all she would smoke.
Is that more ghetto than the plastic tip?
No, the plastic tip is ghetto.
Plastic
the
tip
wood
is
tip's
ghetto.
upscale. You know, that's a
It's
little upscale. Yeah, it's an upscale.
That's what I figured. I'm like,
Yeah.
I would have went for plastic tip.
No, but that's how I knew she was. That's how I knew she was officially from the hood, because people who order Black and Milds get the wood tip. We don't do this plastic shit anymore. It's the wood tip.
I can't even think of the last time I smoked a Black and Mild.
Shit, mine was, I think 2016 is the last time I smoked a Black and Mild. And I was out of the
y'all
party.
Y'all remember those like 2 years in the early 2000s when everyone got really into clove cigarettes?
Bro, you just
It
smell
was
like a dick.
it was the woman thing to do though. It'd be like the girl who wanted to smoke but still wanted to be kind of cute, but like they wanted to be different from everybody else. They would smoke the cloves.
Those things were dangerous, man. You ever smoke a clove? They pop and crackle like fireworks.
I don't smoke that
They
shit.
just smell like licorice or something like that, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah, nah.
I remember my friend Eddie. He's like, I only smoke cloves. Like, what is? I was a child. I'm like, what the fuck is that? He's like, here.
You was smoking
I'm
that
saying-
shit?
Yeah. When I was a kid, you want to fucking know what everything is.
Nah, I never. I already knew from jump. Cigarettes was not.
I was
me.
drinking beer. I was drinking coffee. I was off the shits, all right? I was booted off that coffee in the morning, all right? As a 5-year-old.
That's
Jesus
crazy,
Christ.
bro. As a 5-year-old, you was drinking coffee.
Booted off that Cuban espresso, bro.
Who the fuck
Booted.
gave you a Cuban espresso as a 5-year-old? That's insane.
Everyone was drinking it in the morning.
What you talking about? If you live in like a true like a Caribbean household, there's coffee everywhere all the fucking time. Like one of the funny stories in my family is like apparently when my uncle had a girlfriend. It was the first day she came over to like be around my family, and all the kids were running around and playing. There's like 100 of us, and my grandmother put coffee out for people to drink and blah blah blah. And she said I was 4 years old, that I sprinted into the house, ran up to a table, saw a coffee mug, lifted it, just shot the whole
Oh my
coffee
God.
bag, slammed it down, and I just ran back. And she looked around like, did anybody see the 4-year-old just take a shot of fucking coffee? This is nuts.
That's insane.
Yo, he was playing Manhunt. He needed that. He's like, yo, I'm so tired.
I
I
need the
need
edge.
I
something.
need the.
He was
Yeah,
fighting
but-
that piggy boss in Manhunt.
About the smoking thing though, man. When I was 7, a kid in the neighborhood was smoking cigarettes, and he was like, yo, y'all should smoke with us, blah blah blah. And some of the people I was with was smoking, and I was just like, I'm not gonna smoke a cigarette. I'm 7. I feels too young for that. And then I didn't. And then I went home, and then my mom beat my ass because somebody told her that I was smoking cigarettes. I was like, I should have smoked that shit. Like, pissing me off.
Damn, who ratted you out like that? That's fucked up.
You know, the
the
hood
hood.
has eyes, man. The hood has eyes, bro.
Some
And
other saw
everybody be
Pucho
telling
over there
everybody.
lighting that shit up. Nah, yeah, my dad got tight at me one time. It was during a hurricane. We was in a hospital. And some dude, I don't know, some older kid was smoking a cigarette. And my dad saw that. And I was over there talking to him because we were talking about games or whatever, right? I heard my dad say, get over here. I'm like, what? He was like, fucking smoking that cigarette. I'm like, who's smoking cigarettes? I could smell it. I'm like, yeah, he's smoking. I don't smoke. My dad smacked me in the back of the head. I don't want to see you smoking that shit. I'm like, bro, I didn't even smoke it, bro. What's the fucking problem? I don't even like that shit. He instilled into me, like, if I ever touch it, I'm smacking the shit out of you. And I never touched it. I mean, I've tried it once when I was older, but I was like, yeah, this is never for me, bro. I don't get this whole coffee
What if
thing.
what if that door opened right now and Tony's dad came in and
Yeah.
said, "You did what?" Smacked him in the back of the head.
That'd be the end of the pod right there. I was lost signal. But nah, yeah, it's crazy. Like people who need the coffee in the morning, people who need that cigarette. It's just like, bro, it's just you have an infix like an I don't know what to even call it. Like it's like you got something just taking control of you. Like, bro, I don't need coffee in the morning.
So the consensus is if you don't like gamers, like let that shit up be known immediately.
Yeah, facts. All the
That's a
haters out there.
deviation, but yeah.
No, a big DV.
Thing.
Big
Tony
big,
will tell you he doesn't like cigarettes. You tell him you don't like video games, and y'all can just go your separate ways.
Yeah. Or we meet in the middle. You know.
You can sort this out before you even get done with that bread bowl at the Olive Garden.
I went to the Olive Garden today.
Yeah,
Today?
How was that?
Yeah, it was all right. Nah,
Olive Garden's all right, man. It's not
Olive
good,
Garden's
but
all
it's
right.
not bad.
it's not bad. You're gonna get what you're paying for, and it's gonna be okay.
Bro,
Not to mention, you can pay an extra $10. You get a second meal. You get a meal for the next day.
yeah, you do.
Good value.
You know, it's a great value, that lunch, that soup and the unlimited soup and salad.
Mhm.
Psst. What? Hit that chicken gnocchi all day, every day?
I don't like that shit.
I can fuck with that one.
That shit's fantastic.
It's got like the cream sauce, right?
Oh, yeah. You can even
The
dip a
cream
little
sauce
bread
is
with
fine. I just don't like balls of dough. This is a lot of chewiness. There's not a lot of flavor in that dough. It tastes like they just grab balls of dough and throw it into a soup and until it cooks
Fantastic.
through. I think it's literally what's happening.
You could use a couple more shakes from like the pepper shaker or something.
Are you those type of people that be telling the waitress or the waiter, you can keep going with the cheese till that shit's fucking piled up?
My entire family is that. I definitely did that when I was younger. I don't know that I'm still like making them grate an entire block of cheese onto my salad.
Thinking they're
I
waiting
think
for
I
you
had
to
some
say
cheese,
no.
but I overheard the other table today. They were like, "What's the most amount of cheese you've ever had at a grate? You ever had a grate?" And the dude was like, 4 blocks.
Holy shit.
He was like, it was more cheese than salad. It's like, that sounds horrible.
4 blocks?
Did they?
His forearm
Man,
must
I've
have
got
been.
follow-up questions. I want to know, did they actually eat all of that? Was this just them pranking or like?
Yeah. I was curious, but I don't be asking those types of questions at people's jobs. The shit just feels weird. Like, I don't know. It just felt like they're treating this man. He's over here trying to pay his bills. And they're asking him like questions like, I don't know, like he's some type of exhibit or something. It felt something about that just feels
Performance
weird to me.
artist.
Have you ever asked like bartenders weird questions? Because I've asked bartenders weird questions, like, well, who's the last person you had to kick out of this bar and shit like that. You get drunk, you get a little curious.
Bro,
Yeah,
Chase would
I
answer
think-
all questions. Ask
What's your
questions.
What's the worst drink you have to make on occasion?
So like for me, that's something I would ask my bartender after getting to know them for a while. I remember though, me, Adam, and you guys got real familiar with the bartender there downtown, like Water Street.
We're talking about
And,
Veronica.
Yeah, it was a good time.
It would
Yeah,
never
Veronica
forget.
Veronica with a W.
Yeah.
No, yeah, bro. If you got a fantastic waiter or waitress, bro, I ask questions. Like, y'all know me by now. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to ask the question. If it's on my head and I'm pondering, I'm like, should I ask? Should I not ask? That means I'm going to ask. I'll ask a bartender. So you got any shitty fucking people there? Like, just deal. It's like a icebreaker. It's all these conversations and questions are icebreakers to, set the mood and make sure everybody's in a good thing. That's all it is.
It just feels a little forward. Like, it just seems like their job is to make sure you're happy and they're not perceived as rude. And when you're asking these questions, it feels like they're forced to answer in a way that will appease you. Because if they answer in a way that you don't like, you're going to be like, oh, that rude piece of shit ain't getting my something about that, the relationship just feels off. Like, imagine somebody was like, hey, have you been pissed off lately because you had to pay any bills? Or like just trying to peer into your life. Like, oh, how's your love life going? Huh? It doesn't seem, it feels a little weird. Like, it's like, dude, you're prying into something that you got no business.
So
doing.
even if I ask them like, oh, busy day today, or just starting for you, that's too much already off rip.
I think that's like general manners.
Yeah. Just
How are you
common
How would you
doing
ask
today?
somebody,
I'm not taking-
busy day, huh?
You busy
No, not
today?
like that. Like, have you been busy today?
You guys are
Tony's-
horrible.
Tony's the
that
guy popping into the
horrible?
bar. He's like, sure is a hot one outside, huh?
Right.
Who?
No,
Yeah,
get the fuck
You're hitting the
Mateo.
lines. Yeah, that busy day, huh? That's the same type of line that'll, didn't scan, must be free. It's like the same energy. Like, it's like,
Nah,
dude,
it's different.
you're coming in and saying the same shit that everybody says. It's like,
So when I ask
Find
something
new
different,
words.
now it's a problem though. Right? If I ask like, yo, you get any tonight? You're in a good mood today? Like, then that right there is like, whoa, hey, that's changing it up, right? Nah, now there's levels to changing it up.
Wait. No, just be fucking normal.
That is a normal,
Like,
but like, oh,
You're getting any tonight?
no,
That's
I'm saying
normal.
like, no, bitch. The first thing I said
It's
was
literally what you
saying,
just said.
yeah, it's a fucking joke. I'm saying like, yo, you guys been busy? Like, is it just starting? Like, especially if you're a first time at a bar, it's like, yo, what's the drink? What do you prefer? Like, what's the good? Like, you ask normal questions. It's just talk, bro. And besides, if you're a bartender,
Those are normal questions. Asking about what's good at a bar that they're offering you drinks at, that seems pretty normal.
and then it's
Asking
just
what drinks do you like? That's having a conversation and building a rapport. But weird shit like, oh, you have any shitty customers today? It's like, oh yeah, you're here right now. You're the one. Like, you want them to say that?
I was gonna take out a stack of ones and be like, "This is your tip." Moment I'm happy, I'll just untake. Remember that fucking shit we talked about a long time ago? Pucho
You
did
said
that
that
shit.
you've done that to somebody?
No, you said you've seen somebody done that, or no, Doughboy. One of y'all motherfuckers. We talked about it a long
You, Tony.
I've never done that.
I read a Reddit story about it happening, but I've never seen it that has actually
I've
happened in
never done
person.
that.
And anything on Reddit, I take with a grain of salt. I don't know if it's true or not.
I think we talked about it, like, so you'll lay out a stack of cash or something like that, and they would just take it off for everything that you just do wrong. That shit is beast. This man trying to say,
For
did
me, I
that.
treat it like a game. If I can get all the money off the table, lay a fart.
I don't know what he's talking about, but no, yeah, for sure. There's definitely ways to talk to people and just get the conversation going, but don't be like Pucho and fucking Mateo and just be like, oh, I don't want to look weird.
That's not what we say. You would go up to the bartender, like, you look weird.
No, Tony would see somebody who has no fucking hair on their head and no eyebrows and be like, oh,
here we go.
Why don't you have any hair on your head, Chase?
Here we go.
Be
Chase,
like,
Chase,
dude,
Chase.
it's weird, man.
Did you know that you don't have any hair on your head?
What if that person responded like, damn, do I
Oh
really?
my
What?
God.
Did I
They
walk out of the room without it?
They gotta solve the mystery.
Fucking dicks. Anyways.
Basically, accept my video game playing, people.
Accept it.
We've come a long way.
For our next topic, we want to talk about what is Halloween and where did it come from?
Who invented it?
No, actually, though, another good one is the VR. Is it worth money? Is it worth your time? Is it entertaining?
Doughy said in the chat the other day that price point they just released for the PSVR 2, pretty good.
I like that.
$500, $550, I think you said.
$550. Yeah, I think in entry price for VR, I think it's gonna be cool.
No
I
way.
have yet to have a VR, so maybe I'm not like past that introductory phase that everybody else has gotten through. So maybe I'm more excited for it. But I remember playing Half-Life Alyx for like 45 minutes and I just it wasn't doing it for me. I gotta be completely honest.
Really?
Yeah.
It just doesn't look good enough. Like, I mean, I've seen videos and stuff. It's different, but I put the VR ones on before, and it's just like, I don't know. I don't get the hype behind it.
It has bad resolution. I didn't like the VR one. It has really terrible resolution. Everything looks blurry.
So, friend of the pod and former guest Corey, he says that he's like our biggest like VR evangelist right now. He's trying to get everyone into the VR train. But I have watched Corey play some games that look cool. but a lot of the VR games just look the same. It looks like there's not a lot of innovation happening in VR right now.
It's also hard. Like, you can't get. I mean, are they capable of getting 4K on those little ass screens?
I think when it's that close, it doesn't matter that much. Like, I don't think that the what's holding VR back is like the fidelity of the picture or anything. I think that it's more that just there's not a lot of variety in games. You have what? You have an on the rails shooter, or you have some kind of like teleport around and shoot people, battle royale, multiplayer experience. Half-Life Alyx looks different. Beat Saber is rad. Beat Saber might be like that's his almost made me buy a VR rig, but I'm not spending $500+ just to play Beat Saber.
Yeah, nah, definitely.
And I never want to see a recording of myself playing Beat Saber in VR because you look like a dummy in VR. It doesn't matter what game you're playing, you probably look like a dummy in real life.
Yeah,
I mean,
for the price of the PlayStation VR 2, I think it's fine. $550 is steep, but arguably it's still gonna be one of the lowest price points for VR around. Even if there are cheaper VR headsets, the barrier for entry for that headset is still more expensive when you need a high-end PC to utilize that thing.
I think some of them are all in one. Like the Quest, I think one of the Quest is all in one, but like you're limited in what you can play. Like
yeah, but isn't the Quest like super, like kind of low end? Like it's like like not in a bad way, but it's like your lower tier VR. Like it's an all-in-one thing. It doesn't have like the power of a PC rig or something like that.
I don't even think the Oculus sold that much when it first dropped. And that was like the best of the best.
I'm not sure. Like the entry price for good VR has seemed to hover around like $800 to like $1,000 or something like that. So like this is definitely undercutting that if it delivers on performance, if they've upped the quality from the previous iteration. I just don't find a lot of VR games interesting. I've seen a handful that have like some amount of innovation. Half-Life Alyx does look cool from what I've seen because it's got a full story that's dedicated. It seems like the story is what's making that one. But a lot of games just shooters. They're just standard shooters. A lot of them just look like straight up Counter-Strike from like the early 2000s.
Yeah, that is the main thing, and this is why I never bought a PSVR 1 or another VR headset, even though maybe I've had a PC capable of running it. It's just that like the apps just aren't there. There's a couple funny, quirky ones. Like I've seen people play like Surgeon Simulator in VR, and that seemed cool. Half-Life Alyx seems amazing. Beat Saber seems amazing, and even Resident Evil 7. Even though I'm not a big fan of that one, it's a cool game for VR. It's a full game experience. But beyond those games, I don't know what else is VR. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like they're really missing that, like the game. Like I'm here to play the games, and it seems like they're missing that component. A lot of the games are simple, like either little puzzle games or on rails shooters. Like it's like I'm kind of past that. Like I played Time Crisis in like '96. It's like I ain't trying to keep playing that game. You know what I mean?
There was that one. It was like either Dying Light or something like that. It was like literally an on-rails shooter. You're in it like a roller coaster the entire time you're playing this like VR shooter game.
The company that Doughy mentioned.
Until Dawn.
Yeah.
Was it Until Dawn?
Yeah, Russia Blood, I think is what it was called.
Yeah, that one
like
is
a fucking carnival or some shit.
One is literally an on-rails shooter. You're in a fucking little like runaway train ride the entire time.
Like I mean, like right now, there's of 2022, the Meta Quest 2 is like the best VR, and it's $400. So like, I don't know how price mark.
It's the best VR
as of the best VR headset of 2022.
Facebook's shit.
No,
probably like balancing like price with like the entry level because it's all in one combined with,
and it's still the most affordable one out of all of them. Like
people were trashing the shit out of those graphics.
That's how I feel about the VR one. That's how almost all the VRs.
Nah. Go look up the avatar from Mark Zuckerberg. The PSVR didn't look like that. I'm sorry. Like Mark Zuckerberg looks like Windows 95 The Sims is what it looked like.
That
it looked old.
Damn.
It looked old. Like it just didn't. it looked like a cartoon.
You're a $1 billion company. Give us something better than this.
I mean, like right now, VR sales this year is at 14.19 million. So I mean, it has gone up.
Million with an M?
With an M.
That seems so low.
That's
honestly.
tiny.
That's up, I would think. It wasn't that high like years ago.
Like VR hardware sales?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's not dollars. Okay, yeah,
Oh,
that's definitely high. Okay,
Like,
I thought that you were...
There are 14-something million VR headsets in circulation. That's what you're saying, Tony?
Like additional ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that they got. Yeah, that they purchased.
That seems pretty good to me.
Yeah, that's a big up. Like, I mean,
that market is definitely growing, and we need that. We need the market to grow because the only way we're going to get more quality of games is if there's more people buying the VR headset. I'm just not sold on it yet. I can't talk myself into it.
Facebook went all in. They rebranded their whole company because of VR. You know what I mean? So they must
see the potential.
Maybe I'm giving them too much credit, but as a major tech company, they must be seeing something.
I heard that Meta shit's not doing very well right now.
No, because it's corny. I mean, the same shit. Same shit with Twitter. Twitter is looking cornier and cornier by the day.
This Twitter situation's ridiculous.
Is it getting bad?
But yeah, there's a lot. You haven't been on Twitter recently. There's been a lot of bullshit going on in the last like 36 hours or so. But
there's like the $8 check mark situation. There's
the banned parody accounts.
Right, the banned
a bunch
parody
of people paid $8 to get verified. Then they changed their name to Elon Musk, and then they were tweeting out all kinds of crazy shit.
Then there was like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez said she criticized Elon Musk and that her Twitter account wasn't behaving properly. She was saying weird shit was happening, and the implication was she believed that because she, criticized Elon Musk, that he did something to her account. Who the fuck knows? Elon came out saying allegedly Twitter employees were charging $15,000 for check marks for people. Who the fuck knows if that's true? There's just a lot of shit going around with Twitter. Elon Musk wanted to charge $15. Stephen King said, I'm not paying $15 for this bullshit.
You should pay me.
He's like, you should pay me for creating free content for you. And he's like, okay, $8. This is live on Twitter. He's trying to figure out his business model with his users live.
Well, he got rid of the entire board of directors and everyone else up top, dude.
Yeah, I heard he fired. There was a video. I didn't know if it was real, but he fired somebody live on air or some shit, some HR or something with Twitter. He was like, "Yeah, that's a big mistake. You're fired." I was like, "Is this real? Is this edited? Like this shit seems crazy."
It could be. There's a class action lawsuit boiling up right now because they didn't give the proper notice under California law. Like, there's all kinds of bullshit with Twitter going on right now.
Yeah,
none of it though having to do with VR.
Yeah, none of it has to do with VR.
I would love to see them virtually fire someone.
It has a lot to do with my statement of they're a major tech company. Maybe they know what's going on, and you guys are pointing out, there's other major tech companies that don't got it all together. So who the fuck knows? I'm just saying, man. If a $1 billion company that makes billions a year goes all in on something, they got to be seeing something. They wouldn't do it blindly. You know
That's what we were talking about. Those focus groups, those marketing feelers, all the committee shit that comes along with being a $1 billion company.
I just don't know what kind of games like not all right, like racing games, flying games, like even maybe simulator games. I think that would be great. But
that's what I get hung up on too. I don't know what I want from VR. I just know it's not what is out there currently.
Yeah,
I've seen some cool shit. I bought Corey a mech game, and that game looks badass. You're in a mech suit. You're like flipping little switches to turn shit on. It looks cool. Wouldn't hold my attention for more than like 30 minutes.
I think those games VR would be great for fucking like RPG games, where it's just you're not really like VR multiplayer should never happen. I don't think, just me personally, but like RPG games, like if you're playing like a game like Death Stranding or fucking a Witcher or or
Tony,
even a Zelda.
Tony, I need to correct you. Death Stranding is not an RPG game. It's a Strand type game.
My bad. Thank you for the correction.
True. It's a whole new genre. It's called Strand.
But you know, games like that.
Talk about Kojima's fucking weirdness. Okay, how about this? All right, talk about artistic integrity. He wanted Quiet from Metal Gear Solid 5 just to be with her tits out. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, oh, you put a woman in the game and you just need to have her tits out. And then he's like, I promise you, there's a really good reason why her tits need to be out. You will find out when you play the game. And then later you find out that apparently her skin is photosynthetic. So her skin needs to be exposed so that it has access to the sun. And it's like, okay, there's the really good reason for the tits out. I feel like you could have removed the photosynthesis and put the tits away and things would have still been okay.
No, that was super important for her character.
Yep. And she's quiet. She can't tell you.
Remember how she drinks water through her skin? She's like, oh. When it rains, that's really weird.
That shit's funny. But no, like even like imagine VR with what is it? What's that space game? Fucking got a million planets you can never fucking.
No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky does have a VR version.
They
now.
do. I didn't know that. See, like that shit, like you're in a cockpit and you're fucking just touching buttons. Like games like that, I feel are great. I don't know.
Maybe it's the porn companies are going to change it up for us. Because
those waiting for that.
VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, all these things, like they really caught on apparently due to like the porn industry adopting these formats.
I'm going to throw you guys a thought. You put on this suit, right? You put on the VR goggles. Now you connect into a room with your lover across the seas. They can be in Hong Kong. They can be wherever they want. And when they touch you, it's like sand and it'll mold to your suit and you feel their touch. They can hug you and you'll feel it on your back like compressed, that somebody is holding you. I think that like emotionally love being able to visit your friends and parents across, like I think that's where it has for me. I would like, you know what I mean?
Tony, you remember in Cyberpunk Edge Runners, there's this one random character you just get a shot of on the street, and he's like got a VR headset on, and he's got like some kind of like tube thing over his crotch, and he's just there like writhing in pleasure / pain. I think we got a peek at Doughy.
Yeah.
That's Doughy in that anime.
For
in
sure.
Doughy's defense, what he just described is literally, I forget what it's called, but the machines they use in Ready Player One.
Those are also machines they use in the Matrix to milk you so they can make you more human.
Yeah, not quite the same. That's gross. They're milking those humans. That's terrible. Every wet dream every human's ever had, those machines are slurping it all up. Putting it right back into the baby machine. But now in Ready Player One, they have that. These people get into these machines. They're almost like sitting in like I always picture like a motorcycle pose or something like that. It's a book I read a while ago. But this whole contraption wraps their whole body, and they have like these little feelers that'll pop out, and like, you know, anything that they touch in the VR world is physically actually touching them, and it has like different vibration and things like that. So they get the sensation of walking on grass. They get the sensation of walking on ice, or, you know, kissing up or rubbing up on your cock. You know what I mean?
And though, just to throw it out there, they have like a fleshlight and like a dildo, I guess, that connects to the internet. And if your partner is somewhere across the world and you guys both turn it on, you both are masturbating, and it's the speed of however fast each other is going. So you don't even need VR for that, though. Just throwing it out there for you.
Doughy fucking draxed me just now. He was standing so still in one little spot, just looking down.
Pucho, check the Zencaster.
Yeah, you're good. I don't care. It went offline again, but whatever.
It was a program that kept popping up. I gotta make sure I close it next time.
It's that VR, bro. It's that VR. You got the VR.
It's a program that I had enabled. It kept doing something, and I was like,
what program did you have enabled?
RAM, something game center.
We're definitely not editing any of this out, right?
The Xbox shit.
Gamer Zone. Some shit that like
Just not the Pornhub.
it like optimizes my computer for certain things.
Man, by the Oculus has it hooked up. Don't even know how to turn it off.
The guy that walks by playing Jesus stuff is walking by.
That's so
the guy,
bizarre.
every day same time.
But no, like I think some of these games in VR is like beneficial. Like I think all similarity games would be dope. RPGs, like I said, seeing Zelda or maybe playing Super Mario, and that fucking.
But how would the VR help you in that?
It's not a help.
Like
It would aesthetically.
Well, sorry, not help. But you're playing Zelda. Okay, it's a top-down game. What are you VRing in this?
I thought he was talking about Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, thank you. That game. I was saying more of that game.
But I also
You saying
don't
you
know.
would change the game to be first person?
Yeah.
Okay. So all right. Well, it fundamentally changes the game. So it's like it's weird to say.
No,
Zelda,
VR.
So I'm just curious. Super Mario Brothers, the fucking side scroller. What is a VR gonna add to that? Like,
Well, no, I mean on the Switch, like you can go in first person when you look into the camera and shit. But like I'm saying, like games coming out, like if they're gonna do VR, they need to make games more orientated for VR. Right now, they're making games and they're just kind of adding VR to it.
yeah, they're doing what you're describing. You're like, oh, I want Super Mario Bros. When VR. It's like imagine you're in the first person playing Mario Odyssey.
It'd be terrible.
Like you can't really see the level. It'd be hard to situate yourself. I don't know.
You put on the VR headset to play Super Mario Bros. And it just like simulates you sitting in a beanbag chair back in the 90s with like a little Nintendo controller in front of you.
The Sega collection does something like that. Mm-hmm. There's a Sega collection that when you play, you see a TV with the Sega game in it. That'd be like a VR of sorts. It'd be like you glued to the TV as a kid, like, you know, and all you see is
your mom yells at you to get back from the TV. You're gonna go blind.
But nah,
I mean, VR games just seem gimmicky now. Like they just seem a little gimmicky. We need more like big name games to come out. Like Half-Life is the only one I can think of that is like a major game series that made a successful VR game.
And Resident Evil 7. It was
Resident Evil 7. Yeah, fair.
But besides those two, I'm with you. That's why I was never sold on VR. Is why I didn't buy PlayStation VR. I was like, look, until they have some killer app, killer game, this must-have. Half-Life Alyx was close to a must-have for me. I've been a Half-Life fan for, you know, thanks to Doe for, I don't know, a decade and a half at this point. And this is the first Half-Life content that's come out in about as long. So it's like, you know.
That remake of Half-Life 1 is actually pretty good. Black Mesa or Escape from Black Mesa or whatever the hell it's called. I played
that when it first came out in like 2013. And yeah, they didn't have Zen wasn't finished, so we got, when you get to Zen, the thing was over, and then they were like, cool, we'll make Zen, and it's been like 8 years, and they finally
in like 2021.
Yeah, I know,
like,
they revamped a lot of stuff, but it's taken them like 8 years since they initially released the game to say, okay, we're finally done with Zen. I don't know what the fuck happened. I know they had a lot of like staffing issues. A lot of people that used to work on the game weren't available and things like that.
Well, it was a free project for a while, right?
Yep.
But yeah, I think they finally have their full release. I think it's full release now.
Yeah, No Clip did a thing on them when they released it.
How do you feel about the VR though, where you can like they have like you can watch sports using VR?
I don't understand the point.
It's like theater mode, I guess, in VR. I don't know. I feel like
that shit is fired. Like
Sidelines.
Do they put like a helmet cam on someone and then you get to watch from like the quarterback's point of view every
would
game?
Be cool.
I saw that for basketball. They're on the courtside seats or something, and there's got a camera there, and you're able just to like if you're sitting there courtside.
I guess that's kind of cool. I was okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, that would be
right,
cool.
And that's what I was saying. Like that is an application of VR that a lot of people don't think about, and it's like that's something that I was kind of waiting for. Is like once you can go to any concert in the world from the comfort of your living room. Granted, not the same, but probably better than just not enjoying it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then maybe you get to be like backstage or be on the side stage and watch your favorite band because somebody's standing there with cameras, and you know what I mean. Like you'll be able to access angles that you wouldn't be able to.
You can do a VR tour of the Louvre or something. I bet that actually exists. I bet that's the thing. I'm actually surprised, like the educational companies haven't looked more into VR technology. Maybe they have. Maybe I'm just out of the loop with that. It seems like a practical application.
I think as VR becomes more inexpensive, which is why I like what Oculus is doing and why I like what PSVR is doing, is making it more affordable. I feel like when you see it become more affordable is when you start to see everybody start to use it, and then certain people start to use it in a certain way. And I think it's going to create some communities, but you have to make it available for everyone. There can't be like this barrier for entry where it's like $1,000, $2,000. It just doesn't work. And what you want is the masses in there, but the masses aren't rich. We're
gonna know that VR is like finally mainstream when we see the Virtual Boy 2. The second that Nintendo announced that Virtual Boy 2, the $300 Nintendo VR headset, that's where we're gonna know that shit's here to stay.
Yep.
I don't know about that, but we'll see. I mean, VR for me is not something I want. It's not entertaining yet. It's just, fuck out of here with that shit. But we'll see. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you stuck with us this long of the show, what happened, though? Thank you. You stuck with us this long during the show.
You permission to keep going.
Yeah, for real. What the fuck? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're on YouTube, all social media platforms. Comment, please, share. We read every comment. Obviously, we make comments. We even give shout outs. And like always, people, go one up yourself. Deuce.